And what's up, chat? Oh boy. Appreciate y'all for subscribing, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate you for watching. We're going to see if we can get to 100,000 by the end of the football season. That's just a goal of mine I wanted to share with you. But look, if you've been tapping in and not missing shows, you've probably heard me allude to this one thing I've been doing is I made a mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, I made a mistake and accidentally watched Deuce Vaughn's old preseason footage. It's a terrible idea. That's a horrific idea because, you know, if you watch Deuce Vaughn's preseason, you would think that he was destined to be a star, right? Now, this is something that we got to keep in context here. This is how running back works. Running back is largely dependent on his blocking versus the ops. Okay, so you could be like, but Voch, these are miscellaneous backup Jaguars. The first thing I'll say to you is that that's a lie. There are plenty starting Jaguars in this group, but we ain't got to do that. I would say most of these guys are starters because this was the first quarter of the game. Now, the Cowboys don't play their guys in preseason, but other teams do. Jaguars are a team that they do. So minus one or two guys, this is their starting unit. So you got a combination of, let me see, you got Brock Hoffman here, TJ Bass. I believe that's Connor McGovern still. I don't know who the hell 64. That might be Earl or something. And Awesome, maybe. Don't ask me who 72 was last year. This was last year, whatever. You got Princeton Fant sprinkled in there doing tight end stuff for you. You know, I don't even know who this is at 48. Schoonmaker's right there. So yes, the dynamics of my blockers versus your defenders matters the most with running back. In this particular situation, I think we can all come together collectively and say that the Jaguars have more starters on the field than the Cowboys do. Now that we got that out the way, dog, I just remember this game. Every time Deuce Vaughn touched the football, something positive happened. Every time Deuce Vaughn touched the football, something positive happened. I just remember. And then look, bro, look at how much nonsense that the front seven is dealing with. Look at us not being able to seal blocks. Look at somebody getting smoked right here in this gap, causing penetration here. But man, Deuce being a little body, Deuce knowing how to find holes, Deuce being patient, take a look at him, slow, burst through the hole, and then the explosion on the back end of it. Deuce Vaughn, let's just keep it a buck here. He's one of your most explosive players on this Cowboys team. We just didn't know. Look, man, I've been asking a bunch of people in the offseason, and if you weren't missing shows, you would know this. But I was asking a lot of people. I was like, hey, man, was it the scheme? Was the blocking bad? Or was Deuce Vaughn just terrible? I am always blaming the run scheme because I don't think it's all that good. And I was always blaming the blocking. When I say blocking, I really mean Tyler Biadasz. I was blaming Tyler Biadasz for, you know, all the little nonsense that the run game was going through. So in my mind, what I would always ask myself, I would play a good old game of scenario. I was like, man, if Deuce Vaughn was behind a offensive line that had a better center, okay, if he was behind the offensive line that had a better center and the run scheme, you know, was a little more purposeful, what would Deuce Vaughn look like? What would Deuce Vaughn look like? And damn it, he'll look something like this, but maybe a little better. Possibly a little better because these are backup Cowboys blocking first team Jaguars here, right? What just happened right here with the center? Okay, Brock Hoffman on the down block. Did anybody pull? Okay, nobody pulled, but Deuce Vaughn feeling the pressure, front side bounce, makes a guy missing. This is what we missing, dog. This is what we was missing. People either falling down, people not making somebody miss, people getting caught up in the backfield. The first rule to running back, the first thing they say, because this is 11 on 11. So at some point there has to be a one-on-one. And if your quarterback ain't blocking, it's a 1-on-2. So running back coaches say this to running backs all the time. Hey, can you make the first guy miss? Can you deal with the first guy and then just get what you could take afterwards after that, right? Deuce Vaughn was a notorious first guy miss guy. All right, let's see what happened right here on this play. See what happened on this play here. Deuce Vaughn with some patience. And look, man, it's almost weird because like the smaller the hole is, it's better because Deuce can fit through there. Like Deuce can find those. Like this is what he was doing at Kansas State when he was running behind Cooper Beebe, by the way. But these big plays is what the Cowboys run game was missing. But Voch is preseason, sir. That is Brock Hoffman. That is Austin Richards. That is freaking Connor McGovern or some goofy little stuff. That is TJ Bass. Stop playing with my intelligence. Don't tell me nothing about this being preseason. It's preseason for them, but it's preseason for us too. It's preseason for us too, which leads me to believe that if everything was even, this would be a similar result. What happened in the regular season? Tyler Biadasz got killed. Every time Deuce Vaughn get on the field, you can go watch it. Tyler Biadasz got killed. Go watch Fuster King talk about this. Go watch Will Still talk about this. Skywalker Still, A to Z Dallas. Check all those guys talk about this. Make the first guy miss Deuce Vaughn. Yes, he does that. He made the first three people miss. Now, let me just stop in the middle of this video just to make sure that y'all mind's right, because sometimes I got to check in up on y'all. Am I saying that Deuce Vaughn should be the first team running back? No. I ain't saying he should be the starter. I think most likely that should be Rico. In terms of like dirty runs, that should be Ezekiel Elliott. Deuce Vaughn should be getting all the other work. He should be getting all the other work. Honestly, if we just keep it in a buck here, Deuce Vaughn should be your second running back because he's your change of pace guy. Zeke would be your, all right, I'm stepping in on third downs to come block for you. I'm stepping in for short yard and stuff like this. But hey, man, you don't want to make Zeke catch the football. Look at Deuce Vaughn running an arrow route, running a Texas route, whatever you want to call it, angle, whatever you want to call it. Look at him as a natural route runner and a natural catcher of the football. And he's working with the wide receivers this year. I don't think he's working with the wide receivers just because they're trying to find him a spot before they cut him. I think you can legitimately do some things with Deuce Vaughn. You just got to account for the fact that he's a little bitty and he got to jump up in the air to catch all his passes, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's up to quarterback discretion. That's for the quarterback to get the ball down, right? But I'm not just trying to cape for Deuce Vaughn because it's some type of story, some storyline, or Jerry Jones paid me to say this, right? This ain't one of them situations, right? Because if you get a Tyler Algier, if you get a insert running back that'll come here and be the best running back on this team, Najee Harris, right? Get one of those guys, then we don't have to have a conversation for real like this, right? But your current configuration is Royce Freeman, Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, Hunter Licky. Dog, you're not going to tell me you can't find a place for Deuce Vaughn if the blocking is good. If you take all these running backs and the blocking makes sense for everybody, right? Everybody gets a well-blocked front. You can't tell me Deuce Vaughn can't do more with that than Royce Freeman or Malik Davis or Hunter Licky or Ezekiel Elliott. Rico Dowdle may be on par, but I still think that Deuce is the more explosive player. We got to have a conversation, man, but y'all ain't going to keep lying to me. Y'all are not going to keep lying to me. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to drop this film session on Deuce Vaughn. I've been constantly saying how Deuce Vaughn needs to be a guy that we should be talking about in this running back room. In year two, Deuce Vaughn, we don't know what that's going to look like. But hey, he ain't got to be your lead back. But just give him some cares. All right, y'all be cool, man. Peace.